Hello and welcome to Wyverns and Weirdos, the D&D podcast set in the world of Fierlor. It is It is November, so does anyone have any announcements?
Sorry Halloween's finished. Also, sorry it had to be like this year.
Yeah.
Also, sorry for listening.
Hope you're all enjoying the Curse of Strahd campaign. We'll be a couple weeks into it at this point. Hope you're having fun.
Yeah, you should check it out.
Boy.
It's a little bit more serious than Wyverns and Weirdos. Or not, I don't know. Yeah.
Not overly serious, but
different.
Yeah.
The consequences of our actions have far more immediate results.
What's this? The consequences of our actions.
Oh, I don't like that. Thank you very much
neither
to all
do
our
we.
fans for listening to us as well.
Yes.
You're fantastic. Thank you for your amazing fan art and other fan contributions. We love that very much. You are rad.
Yes. If you are so inclined to contribute to the show on Patreon, you can get access to Curse of Strahd 2 days early. You can also get access to my DM's notes, or some collective thereof, and some of the homebrew stuff that I build up for the campaign, and then eventually some of the stuff that's put in place as part of the wider world of Fierlor. This month's homebrew drop is simply titled The Patrons, and includes the Ruby Rod of the Pact Master, Titania's Needle, and Wyverns' Ominous Vision, the spell that Laura and I basically made up on the fly.
Yeah, Bo just made it. He makes spells.
Yeah.
It's cool.
Unless there's anything else, I think it's about time to jump into another episode of Wyverns and Weirdos. And we're back. So, where we last left off, the party were back at Braxton's shop, trying to piece together the entire story of what's going on. Secrets were revealed, including Bertie's patron, who was revealed.
Kind of.
There's still
Not
a few,
really.
There's still
Implication.
There's still one or two people who haven't put it together, but
It was implied.
yeah.
So, but yeah.
But what happened right at the end was Bertie collapsed and had a vision of Zoltan Thara tearing through the planar barriers, and through a rip came a horde of Githyanki riding atop red dragons. And that was the image we left on. So Bertie, you come to.
Oh. Okay. Sorry, but I don't know why that happened.
Ross
she's on the
runs
floor,
over and
probably?
Ross is checking his temperature and
It's okay. It's fine. Just passed out. That's all.
Are you
Normal.
sure?
Yeah.
You're not
I'm sure.
hurt?
No, I'm fine.
Are you certain, Bertie?
Yeah. I mean, fine, given the circumstances. Yeah, kind of I saw a thing. I don't know if that was like a vision or a hallucination or a premonition. Doesn't tend to happen that much. I have some weird dreams, but that's, yeah, kind of, I don't know. I don't even know if that's really important. I saw like a whole bunch of like the Gith people that were in like Babsa Shard, the one that we met. Like there were a whole lot of them, and like some dragons. Not great. Kind of just like spewing out of like this like tear in like the sky. I don't know where it was though. It was just like, yeah. Probably just know that I have had a very stressful day. Anyway, I need to try to like get up and dust himself off very
Do you know
awkwardly.
if they were Githyanki or Githzerai?
They were people I haven't seen much of before, so
No.
they looked a little bit like the person I met in Babs Shard. That's all I know. But again, it was probably just a weird thing. Anyway, let's not worry about that. Yup.
Darby, is Drakkar a Githyanki?
Drakkar, I believe, yes, was a Githyanki.
Okay. Then, do you mean Drakkar? The tall fellow, not very friendly.
Yeah? Yes. Yep.
Yes.
Him.
They looked like he's a Githyanki.
Okay.
Is that important, Braxton?
It could be. Bertie, point of interest. Where, as you're kind of refocusing, you realize that there's a sharp pain in your arm. From where your tattoo is.
And he'll grab that, I guess. Yep, and just kind of like, so he's getting up to dust himself off, and then just kind of like hunches over again, shaking, I guess.
Can I get you to roll me? What do I want? 7d10.
70. Okay.
That's a lot, dude.
Oh no, I think
Alright.
Oh no.
Uh-oh.
I do not know what this is.
Okay, hang on. So I'm just gonna keep a tally.
As a feeling of
2.
this is, you've never been on the receiving end of this, but this feels like
4.
the energy of an inflict wound spell, which you have used on others
Oh, not a. Oh, okay.
Oh, please roll low.
Okay, that was the 32, my
32.
friend.
So you take 32 hit points of damage, and your maximum hit points are reduced by that much.
Oh my god! Oh god!
Bertie, are you okay?
I don't know why. It just really hurts.
And
That's okay. That's fine. And he's gonna like, because he'll just be holding that. He'll just be trying to pulse through a cure wound spell on himself, but that's a cleric spell, so he'll just be like, okay, that's fine. That's fine. And then he just like slams his head on the floor, because I imagine he would have like been standing up to dust himself off again, and then just kind of like sinks to the floor again, like.
Anya, you
Oh,
probably
crap.
noticed this first,
Okay, not
followed
great.
by Bertie himself, and then everyone else gradually.
Mm.
Bertie's arm, the arm with the tattoo on it, which is that his right or left arm? Laura?
He's left.
His left arm. So his left arm is visibly blackened.
Does this normally happen, Bertie?
Bertie, your arm.
I don't know. That's fine. Pain subsiding, so that's fine. I'm sure it'll be fine. I can fix this. It's fine. I just feel real bad right now, but that's normal. So,
Braxton, can you do anything?
I can see what I can do.
God.
Caius takes his shield and just sort of bangs it twice on the ground, and he uses Channel Divinity, Turn the Tide, to do a little bit of healing.
Okay.
It's not much,
Oh.
but it might work.
And I guess like that would at least startle Bertie, I suppose. As that happens.
Roll me.
Who's rolling what?
Caius will be rolling something. Roll me a charisma save.
Charisma save.
Yes.
22.
22.
Ooh,
Okay.
you don't need that book, boy.
Oh,
So,
missed Caius.
So I.
the healing has, you can feel that there is like I guess a block on the healing, and you feel the energy, you feel a malicious energy trying to push back at you, but are able to push it back, you're able to push through it, and while you aren't able to heal Bertie, you don't take any damage yourself.
Okay. Cool. That's fine. I'm going to throw up a hand to both Ross and whoever else was wanting to help. So just wait. Something's happening. I tried to ease the pain, but something struck out at me.
What?
What
It's
do you
in
mean
like
struck out?
I don't really understand. I'm still getting used to whatever it is that I'm doing, but I don't think that was anything that I did wrong. It felt like when I was trying to heal Bertie, something didn't want him to be healed.
heal Bertie.
Yeah, it wasn't anything you did wrong. It's fine. Guys, thank you for trying.
I mean, because we probably have potions. If magic doesn't work, then hopefully potions will.
Something tells me this isn't something a potion will be able to fix this time.
Well,
Did we try anyways?
it's no trouble. I'm sure we'll sort something out soon. Yeah. Thanks for trying. It's okay. It doesn't hurt as much now. So that's I'll figure something out. Be fine.
Are you sure you don't want to see a healer, or?
I don't know if that's gonna help.
Oh.
Might be good to get a second opinion.
Well, I suppose so. I can't do anything. I can't do the healing myself at the moment. So yeah, maybe I'll go do that. But yeah.
Well, would there? Well, Fethis is a cleric god, is he not? Do you reckon we could go to maybe a church and there'd be some healers over there that could help out, or?
Maybe they might be able to help. True. I don't know whether Festus is the best person to talk to right now.
Depending on the severity of it, there might not be any clerics proficient enough in the way of divine magic to deal with such a thing here.
Great, that's fine. That's cool.
Is this something that might be fixed when we take the shard back to your hometown?
I don't know. I don't really know, but yeah. Maybe it will. In any regard, hopefully it will help the thing with Kai. So that's the important thing. We'll just not worry about it for now. It's okay at the moment. He tucks his arm behind his back. Yeah, and tries again to get up properly and dust himself off.
Caius will help.
Thank you. Yeah. Brady is a bit awkward about it, but he will accept
Grabbing
the
like
assistance.
the non-blackened arm.
Jesus, that's so creepy. Oh no. Yeah.
Well-
Brady's still very always like, thanks.
I don't like usually taking charge of situations here, but I don't like that. I don't like that arm. I don't like the pain. I don't like how you can't heal. I don't like this at all. Can we please not stick around here too much longer and actually do something about this? I want to go see someone who might be able to help now, and I want to see if we can take that stone as soon as possible to where it needs to go, do that shard, because I think the longer we stay here, the less we're doing and the worse that this is going to get, because you've been acting very strange recently, Bertie, and this is definitely the most extreme I've seen it. You say you're okay, but I feel like this is exponentially getting worse. So I think we should probably be proactive about this and not just say it's fine.
I mean, I'm sure rest will be fine. I'll just
I
get some
don't.
nice booze in me and it'll be okay. So
I think rest would be great, but we should also see if we can find someone to help now. At least a better idea.
Yes, I would recommend not straying too far, at least for tonight, just because of what you've already faced today.
Yeah, everyone's got a lot of stuff they
Best-
got to deal with and get the magic back
If
and
you
all
can,
that.
if
so
you can sleep,
don't worry about it.
If you can sleep safely tonight, I recommend that you do so. Sleep somewhere safe and trusted, and then
Sleep. Yup.
And then
Yeah.
if any of you has access to magical teleportation, utilize that to get somewhere. I would recommend Deosil. That would probably be your best bet for seeking out the most accomplished clerics. on the
Yep, there's a
continent.
lot of them there.
There is a church to pretty much every god worshipped on this continent in that city, so
Yep, there is. Well,
Does it have much to do with the Wizard of the Rune over there? Just double checking, because I don't particularly want it to run into trouble if we're trying to go get help. Do we need to be careful, or?
Deosil is to the south. It is a city primarily run by those who are followers of the loyal gods, the ones who didn't actively try to destroy things during the Age of Carnage.
Well, that sounds promising.
I don't know of any arcane, like any strong arcane influences there outside of the Church of Arcani.
yep, it's just lots of religious folks.
The wizards haven't gone that far south, I don't think. At least not on Karas.
Well, that's a bonus then. We'll hopefully won't see the people that specifically have been ruining Ross and Newman's lives, so that's a good thing. Yeah. Good.
So
Alright,
you don't-
guys. Well, I guess let's go get some rest, I guess.
Yeah,
Very well.
sure. Rest will be fine.
Yeah.
And it's still like midday or something, isn't it?
Yeah.
Somewhere around that, yeah.
Okay, cool.
And Neumann has a bag full of pastries.
Yes, I do. We're going back to your place, aren't we, Kais?
Well, that place is available, yes. And I'm more than happy to have a chat to a few people around town to try and get a bit of extra protection around the accommodation for the night.
That is a very, very good idea. That is a great idea. And meanwhile, Newman's sort of like backing out of the room. That is a very good idea. You all take your merry time getting back home. And yeah, I'll see you all later. He takes more steps out the door. Braxton, were you going to say anything important that relates to me?
No.
All right, okay, bye. He runs, and he
Neumann?
goes towards the Kaya's household.
All right.
What?
You do notice on your way out that the body of like the captain is still there.
And the sword.
He
Yeah.
sort of
wandering the
like
street.
grousely like walks like around it, like with his hands on the wall, like trying not to get near it because it's pretty gross.
Okay.
But
Yeah,
does anything like
the
catch his
puddle.
eye? Any gleaming, any shimmering, shiny?
Roll me an investigation check.
Absolutely, that's my favorite kind of check. That is a 32.
32.
Disgusting.
Okay. The braces that he's wearing are quite nice. There was a sword here before. It's gone.
Well, he's going to go to this gross body, take off the braces, rip off a bit of parchment that he has in his inventory, and write on it saying, "Took the braces. If you need them, contact Neumann," and then runs away to the guy's household. What are the braces? Or will I find out later?
Do you have identify?
Probably not prepared, knowing me. I have it as a ritual, but I don't have it prepared.
Yeah, but I
cool.
believe in order to you need to have it prepared in order to cast it as a ritual.
Well, I just have it for the time being.
But, yeah.
Nom 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 nom.
Yes. Okay.
Does he do that a lot?
Never.
Generally, no.
Right. Okay.
Let's
go back to Caius's.
Yep. Oh, actually, like the teleport thing, you're still cool with doing that? Like, you can go pay someone to do that.
No, I can do it.
Are there any components you need for it, or like I can we can grab? Braxton's probably got something for it.
I haven't done it before, but we're traveling to Deosil, you said?
Yeah, Deosil.
Yeah.
In the state of Finisteum, near the Celestial Fields. Lovely place.
But teleport. It's a temperamental spell. If I haven't been somewhere before, or if I haven't seen it, the best option would be if we could get something that's been there in the last 3 months. A rock, a wine bottle, anything like that. Just something that is from there.
Oh.
Because beyond that, I could work off a description you give me of where we're going, but that I'm not good at this spell yet. I don't know if that will end well for us.
Check, Ross.
Me, okay. Okay, that is my Arcana is that good? Oh my god, that's a 22.
22. Okay, so for that, you're also aware that if you can get access to if you can get knowledge of an actual teleportation circle sigil that's somewhere in the city, you can use that as a guaranteed method as well.
If we can't find an object, and the other guarantee is if there's a teleportation circle somewhere in Deosil that I can find out about.
I'll be honest, I don't. Sorry.
I'm sure we've probably got some wine bottles down in the cellar. I don't know how often they come in, but there might be something from Deosil down there. And
yeah, actually, like, Symphonian wine, like, kind of most of that's brewed down in Deosil.
Okay.
So if you got some of that recently, it's pretty nice. It's a nice vintage too. You only need the bottle, don't you? Like, not with the stuff in it, yeah?
I love you, Bernie.
I guess as long as the bottle has been there in the last 6 months, and yes.
Well, isn't that great? Things getting better and better. I'm sure we can sort something out then.
If that doesn't work, I can probably have a chat to. I'm sure one of my sisters has knowledge of teleportation circles. Perhaps they've been down that way.
Yeah. Maybe
we have options. We have
Okay,
options. That's
well-
good. And I still need to rest before I can do anything about it. So
Yeah. Absolutely. Well, we'll go and do some rest. Let's.
Why don't we all go home? We can have a bite to eat, and then we can sort out what we're doing for the rest of the day.
Yeah, that sounds like a good idea.
Hopefully nothing exciting, but I'll sort out some sort of protection for the house.
Oh, it'll be fine. Yep. It'll be good. Yep, things will be fine.
Okay,
Yeah, let's do that.
let's go.
Okay. So, you may...
Before we leave,
Yeah.
Ross is gonna sidle up to Braxton and be like, I know you've already given us our gift. I am willing to pay if you have anything that might make my strength greater, or I don't know, heartier or something.
Are you looking to be physically stronger, or make it harder for you to be taken down, like more resilient?
Either, or. They're
Now,
both pretty equal.
Caius, remind me which book you took.
Charisma.
Charisma.
Charisma. No one took the strength one.
No one took the strength one.
No, I took the wisdom one.
Wisdom or intelligence?
Oh, actually, it was intelligence. Sorry, my
Yeah.
bad.
I don't even remember
And
what
then
one I took.
I think you took
Flashing up between
dexterity.
both.
Oh yeah, that checks.
Um,
You people, your books. I got a pretty cloak.
Such nerds.
I have.
Yeah.
Both. I do have both a manual of bodily health and manual of I can't remember the name of it. He has both the Constitution one and the Strength one still. They are 25,000 gold apiece.
Okay. Okay. 20. Oh my god, that's so much fucking money. Okay.
Very rare items.
Yeah, and the. Ooh.
5,000. That's nothing.
How much is a platinum worth again?
A platinum is worth 10 gold.
Okay. Okay, I should be able to afford this. Oh my god, this is too close to real life. I'm sorry. I'll take the Constitution one.
All right. Here you go. And
I'm just gonna write down how much that cost, and we're gonna work out how
Yeah.
that comes out of Ross's bank account
Yeah.
later. So that was what,
Yeah.
22,000?
25,000 gold.
Oh my god. Yeah, all good. Thanks. Thank you, Braxton. Thank you for today.
Okay.
You're a good man. And then she will leave.
Okay. So, one thing. Anyone with a passive perception above a 15, which is everyone except for
Eee.
Caius.
Oh, Caius.
I have a 10.
Oh
like,
my god.
Or, notices upon leaving that the sword is gone. As are the bot from the dead body. The dead body also isn't wearing braces, but you see the note left from Neumann saying he took the braces. But there's no mention of the sword.
Bertie's brow furrows because he did steal the gemstone from that sword. He's like, where did that sword specifically go? But he doesn't say anything. He's just looking very cowed at the moment.
Ross does not want any more excitement. She will also not mention it.
Well, Caius just sees a dead body and goes, "Is there something you want us to do with this, or is it okay if we just leave this here? Can you..."
I will
this
have
out?
that dealt with.
Okay, wonderful.
Then you didn't happen to take that sword, did you?
No. Although it does track. My book, if If it gets too far from me, it disappears. So I would imagine that a warlock who was gifted a blade in a similar fashion by their patron, the blade would also disappear after death or departure.
Good to know.
Interesting. Bertie is going to reach into his pocket and look at the gemstone that he pilfered from that, surreptitiously from that blade. Is it still there?
Yes.
He's going to put that back in his pocket right away.
Alright.
And then just keep kind of just looking like very quiet. As I assume we make our way onwards.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Let's go back to
So,
Carlos's house.
Yeah.
Bring Fredwood along as well.
Oh, yeah, because he's there.
When you get back to the estate, Jake, would you like to describe what they see laid out for them?
Caius, how many people tend to your household? Like, I'm not sure if they're servants or like butlers or
They're
how many would you say?
paid butler hands.
Yeah, yeah.
essentially.
How many?
There's probably maybe only about 5 or 6 working at any one time.
Kitchen staff.
Yeah, probably another 2 or 3. Well, it depends on the time. There'd probably be a few, but
Yeah,
they do
alright.
multiple jobs. You're probably
Okay.
looking at about half a dozen that are actively able to do stuff.
Yeah, perfect. Well, there's half a dozen people and Neumann currently rushing around the dining room table. As you come in, you might find that, it's a little bit quieter than normal. But as you sort of look around the household, you'll eventually find the dining room, and all you see is a chaotic, beautiful mess. The entire table is filled with plates upon plates upon plates of pastry. Now, we are talking like not just any pastries. These are like the best pastries they had, and a lot of them. Now, how big is your table? Quite large from memory.
It's a big, long table.
You can't see the table anymore. Maybe the sides of the table, but yeah. We've even got one of those multi-layered cupcake tier holders as well, and they all have pastries on them. Your lazy Susans are swirling around with pastries on them. We have a pastry fountain which rains pastries. So if you want to dip your pastries in pastries, we've got that. As you all sort of walk in at the same time, Neumann sort of stops what he's doing. He's trying to like stack one pastry on top of that little tiered holder, very, very carefully. And he looks at you guys. He goes, "Surprise!" And he does a massive wink at Ross. Like,
Shay just did a big wink.
yeah, Neumann basically got all of them to help, as many people as he could.
Ross is flabbergasted.
It was 2 to I can't remember what it was, but I think it was 2 to 3 gold pieces worth of pastries, and pastries are not expensive.
It's incredible. Brady's kind of like looks just like what, like it looks quite shell-shocked, and then he kind of like turns around and pulls out like a little mirror to like just be like, oh shit, shake himself, like, oh hell, and then like because he, like Bertie has been crying a lot, very gross, has like mascara running all down his face, and then he's like, that's and like. If people were looking at Bertie specifically, he would be trying very hard to glamour back his like face into a regular thing. But like I think W said previously when he was trying to glamour himself looking okay, it didn't work. So he's just gonna be like, and like pull it in his backpack and start like pulling out makeup to try and like to do his face okay. So he's turning completely away from this entire amazing sight. Like, oh no. Having a little like moment out there. Yep.
Neumann will finish what he's doing with the pastries and quickly go down to one of the kitchen hands and ask them if he could just grab a bottle of wine. Would they have one ready? I'd imagine so. In the kitchen somewhere.
Yeah.
Yep.
Just a bottle of wine.
Yeah.
Just a bottle of wine. Yeah. Okay. He rushes down to Bertie with the bottle of wine and goes, "And here's that bottle of wine you wanted as well."
Oh yeah.
Hopefully this helps
Your
with your
wines.
resting. Your wines.
Okay. Cool. Yep. That just grabs the bottle, uncorks it, and swigs. He's like, Very nice vintage. While he's doing it with his other hand, trying to like sort his face out. Cool. Yep. That is. Is it Symphonian wine, Darby, or is it just what sort of wine is it? Is it good wine? I assume it's okay.
I mean,
wine.
it's good. It's good wine. It's not
The ones that we would have out ready to go would just be like from Durham.
Yeah. It's
very nice wine, Neumann. Good. I hope.
Thanks, I didn't pick it myself. Someone else did.
Yeah, from one of the Arcasian vineyards. So it's not. It's not Symphonian.
Yeah. He turns like, is that okay to drink this?
Of course. Wine is made to be drunk.
Of course. He's drinking it. But yeah.
And he'll rush down to Ross and be like, Operation Pastry was a success.
Can see. Oh my god, this was... What? They are overcharging us in Babsa Shard.
And I may have eaten a few. They're quite nice.
I don't. Oh my god. Oh my god. She's gonna high five him.
Yeah, Neumann does the high fives.
Yeah.
And he takes a couple steps backwards with his like arms forward. He outstretches them back behind him, and he's like, "There is no better way to recover than eating and filling up on sugary treats. So let's all enjoy." And I imagine whatever family that Caius has laying around the household, they're all invited as well.
The family that's left.
Yeah, it is their house, so.
Probably only like one or two actually come down because they're like, yeah.
What's the one that hates
people
Neumann?
Talking. Grace.
Grace. I'm also going to write that. Oh, I'm going to write that in my fancy new notebook.
Okay.
Yes. Is Grace there?
Grace would be there, yeah.
Excellent. Well, are you all going down to eat, or?
Ross is already at the table.
That's fair. Bertie is very hesitant. He keeps just trying to like scrub at his face and try and look a bit better, and he's very like dilly-dallying, I think, to actually go there. But yeah, so if he does, he'll probably just kind of hover awkwardly.
Anya, as sort of Bertie's hovering, she's just like, she leans over to Bertie and she's like, if you want me to cover you, now would be a very good time to sneak off if you need some time alone. It's been a big day, Bertie.
Yeah, but I mean, people trying to be nice, so no, it's fine. I'm fine. Yeah, that would suck for other people, so it's cool, but I appreciate it. Yeah. Cool, okay. And then he like just hurries it like, oh wow, this is amazing, Neumann. Yeah, wow, it's great. So many great pastries. It looks so good. Incredible. You set this all up with all of Kai's buddies. That's great.
Yeah, they weren't really doing too much, so they were more than happy to help.
Oh, well, that's what it's like being, that's what it would be like being the help, I guess. Wow, it's incredible. You must have set this up pretty fast.
I do run pretty fast, and yeah, I guess the secret's out now, but if I run away for whatever reason, not for any bad reasons, it's for a surprise, which is, I guess, that hopefully that doesn't ruin the fact that it'll be a surprise from now on, but
well,
yeah,
that's the gamble to do, I guess. Yeah, this is really nice, thank you.
It's not my idea though, it was a collective idea as well.
Oh,
I had no part in this, for the record.
I believe it was between me and Ross, and I think Caius was there as well, but I don't think he heard. We were whispering.
So Caius has like half a croissant sticking out of his mouth and another one in his hand, and he's like, I heard.
Ross is like, she's burying her feelings in pastry at the moment. And then as soon as that happens, she kind of is like, oh yeah, that's right. And she tries to like look proper for a second, and she's like, yeah, we thought it would be nice. You've seemed off the last couple of days. We did all this before everything happened. So
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
I appreciate that. I'm sorry if I haven't been my usual self, but
No,
it's real great. Thanks.
it's not something to be sorry for. We just wanted to do something nice.
Yeah, it's real nice. Thanks. And he can kind of like hover by the food stuff, and he'll just kind of like take some pastries, put some in like his pockets, and then just kind of like, you know, when you're like, you've taken, well, everybody likes pastries. That is a very good assumption. But you know, like when you're given something you don't really want to eat at a party, so you just kind of keep it company. That's what he's kind of doing with that. And the bottle, which is just kind of holding down to it with his left hand down at his side. And he'll just kind of be like, but he looks very engaged. It's great. It's like, yeah, it's real nice. It must have taken you a lot of time to plan this. So thank you. I appreciate that. No one's really put much effort into something like this for me for a very long time. So I appreciate that. Thank you.
Oh, no problem.
Great.
It was going to be like a big thing, but the dragon sort of, you know, literally got in the way between us and the pastry store. So we did it secretly. And then, yeah, obviously had to rush. So, yeah, I'm glad it worked out well. Enjoy. You don't have to eat it all. You can save some for later. It's all good.
Oh, yeah, I might do that. Thanks. Yeah.
Cool.
Well, I'm glad we're here to eat it now.
He's been doing a lot of running, so now he's really hungry.
He's got a very big body to fill with pastries, so it's fair. He's got to feel that freakishly tall cat body.
So, alright, he also wants to go up to Grace. I have no idea if she can do this for me, but she's just the one I always want to talk to because she hates me.
That's such a Neumann thing.
Hey, Grace, how you doing?
Fine.
Oh, that is so good to hear. Are you enjoying the pastries?
They do seem to be of good quality.
Yeah, and what I've done, on top of that little tower there of pastries, the ones up the top are top tier. Literally, they're the best quality ones.
Neumann, I love and hate you in equal measure.
Those ones
Awful.
have cream in the middle of them. I've never seen anything like it before. You bite into them and it just comes out the other side. But it is just the tastiest thing ever.
Any tarts?
Ooh, there's so many. To be honest, I think there is a tart, and I think there is a tart, and I think that's a weird type of tart. I probably wouldn't eat that one. But here, go have those first ones. I reckon they're
Why
probably.
did he point to Bertie when he said?
Wait, was that the weird tart?
Yeah.
Oh wow. Sorry, I was too distracted by the cream-filled one. That's one of my favorites, actually. Yeah. I'm used to that, so it's fine.
Oh, B.
And Grace picks up one of the tarts, takes a bite out of it, and goes, "Oh, I bet the cream-filled ones are some of your favorites." And roll me a wisdom saving throw.
Oh no.
Oh.
What is she doing?
Aha!
Why is
This
your sister
is
in
very
line?
subpar, but better than what I expected. 14.
No, that was to Bertie.
Oh, right.
Yeah. Sorry.
Okay. Sorry. What was it? Sorry.
Wisdom saving throw.
Oh no. Oh, that's all right. I'm pretty good at wisdom, so that is 14. Just like Neumann.
So you perceive that joke that she made, as lackluster as it was, as the funniest thing you have ever heard.
Oh my god, that's really good. Oh, it's true. That's incredible.
Is it too late to counterspell?
Yes.
Oh my my
But
gosh!
after
That's
about
a good one.
after about
Right.
6 to 12 seconds, like it wears off.
I'm so glad you said
Oh.
seconds and not minutes.
Yeah.
Jeez, I was like, please don't do that. I'll have developed abs by the
Yeah,
end of that.
just a bit of fun with Tasha's hideous laughter.
You okay, Birdie?
Yup. So, I just found that really funny, I guess.
Ross has been watching all of this happen. Just eating a cupcake like a bad tennis match. And almost uncharacteristically, she's gonna look at Grace and go, "That was a bit rude, don't you think?"
He seemed like he needed a good laugh.
I'm not sure you're the one to decide that.
You see,
Ross?
I find to get people laughing, you need to come up with good jokes. You don't have to magically enhance them.
Jeepers. And Bee's going to sit very uncomfortably at one of the seats, kind of away from most of the other people, and just kind of stare at the table while this awkward conversation continues.
And she's just gonna depart upstairs, finishing her tart.
Oh!
Sorry, don't worry about her. That's just her brand of humor. She used to do that to me all the time. We'd have a good laugh, or I would, for a bit.
For about 6 to 12 seconds.
Oh yes, no, that was yes, no. She's harmless mostly.
Right.
She doesn't get out very much, so you'll have to excuse her etiquette.
Yeah, people like that. They just, show that they care in different ways. So, yeah.
Funny way of showing it. I'm going up to my room. And Ross is
Well,
leave.
before you go, everyone, can we all converge for dinner down here at some point? I know that we're all wanting to sort of have our own time, but dinner at about 7 o'clock.
Will it,
Put on something.
Oh,
will it be another family affair, Case?
No, we'll just have it in the other dining room, so it'll just be us.
Okay. And Anya kind of tries to hide how relieved by that. She's like, I think after today, that might be best if we all just have a separate little uneventful evening. But we can dress up nice and have dinner, yes. That sounds like a good idea.
yeah, I think that'd be great. If that's what you want to do, that would be excellent. Yeah, that'd be good. Sounds like a plan.
Right.
Good plan.
Well, I'm probably going to head out into town for a little bit, trying to sort out a bit of protection for the house for the night. Feel free to stay around here. It's a perfectly safe household. I'm just,
Caius, do you mind if I come with you?
not at all. Feel free.
I don't particularly think that we should be and trust me, I've seen you in action. I know what you are like. But I don't think it's the best idea for us to maybe be traveling alone.
Oh, that's perfectly fine. I'm not going far, but just over the hill. But feel free to come along. I can introduce you to a few friends of mine.
Oh, that are you sure? She kind of looks down at herself and she's like, and kind of looks across to Ross. She's like, are you sure?
Yes, of course. I'm sure you'll get along just fine.
We will see.
You'll do fine, Anya.
We will see.
As Caius is starting to pack up and leave, he's going to grab Montague, one of the hired hands, who's currently manning the entryway. Just be like, excuse me, Montague.
Yes, sir.
Do you mind terribly getting a crack team of boys together and opening up that east wing over there and trying to fill it with as many blankets and pillows as possible? I think what the group might need is a bit of a group therapy session in a blanket fort like we used to do when we were younger.
Can do, sir.
Perfect. Thank you very much. Well, also we'll be having dinner in the east dining room as well, just the five of us.
All good, sir.
Thank you very much. Well, cheerio.
Cheerio.
Yeah.
And just after you two leave as well, Newman's gonna sort of have two braces in his hands and like have them like holding them out like that, because he was gonna ask Grace to help him identify them, but now he's just holding them out John Travolta style, being like, does anyone know identify or have it prepared at the moment? I could use a little bit of help if anyone would like to join me for a little bit.
No, sorry. Not in my wheelhouse.
That's all good.
I might be able to. I just gotta get. Well, who knows? We'll see. It might work.
Oh, let's try it. Let's try it.
Yeah. Okay.
All right, your room or mine? We're gonna ritual cast it, I'm guessing.
Yeah. Yeah, you can go to my room. That'll be fine. Yeah. Okay. And he kind of gets up very awkwardly again from the table. Again, not having eaten any of the pastries, and kind of like just gingerly walks over to Neumann. Yeah, cool. Let's do it.
He's gonna do the old like arm slouched over your shoulder and a pastry in the other hand, and we're all going to very merrily walk towards your room. Like,
cool, great. And everybody's like very
Wizard of Oz
uncomfortable.
style.
All right.
As Anya's watching that exchange, she looks down at Hafren and she crouches down and she just whispers to him,
maybe make sure that Newman doesn't pester Bertie for too long, so that Bertie can rest.
Of course.
I will be back soon.
she straightens back up.
Yeah. Ross watches this merry little gang skip up the stairs and then is just gonna sigh and go to her room.
Okay. So very quickly, the you cast identify on it. So you take out the tome, you take out the pearl, and you spend the 11 minutes. And
Yeah. Also, Bertie's room is exactly like your room, Nim, except there's like lots of flowers there, and also lots of empty bottles that he obviously swiped from like the last dinner or something. And also from the supply that Anya brought him. And then it's just like parchment everywhere of like lots of weird little things, and I don't know, like perfume bottles and crap like that. He's
I've
obviously
never
just kind
thought of
shoved
it
everywhere.
before, but wine bottles would make a great vase for flowers. You should do that.
That's probably a good idea. I just sometimes just save bottles to, make my elixir, put the elixir in and stuff like that. And yeah, I guess so. They do. Yeah, they look quite nice, I guess.
There are so
I like
many,
flowers,
so many different colors here. This would be perfect.
yeah, I guess so. Maybe I can sell it.
He sort of lightly elbows you in the non-dead arm and goes, "Business idea? Huh?
Yeah, business idea, possibly. I'll have to add it to the list. Yeah. Okay, I think I'm getting a kind of a gist of what these are now.
so
Just one moment more.
yeah. So yeah, this magic is at this point the identify spell is fairly, like, you're fairly comfortable in casting this one, even with like the struggles that you're having with your magic at the moment. Because of the ritual nature of the spell, it's one of the few that you even from the beginning has kind of felt truly came from you rather than some external force. And as the spell completes, you find your mind blessed with the knowledge of what these braces that you hold in your hands are. These are
Oh, it worked.
These are braces of Panache. And what they do is they require attunement, but they allow the wearer, while attuned to them, to use charisma for their weapon attack rolls, rather than dexterity or strength. And they gain a +2 to AC when they are wielding only one weapon in one hand, and they don't have a weapon in the other hand.
Okay, I think so I'm picturing the words braces of Panache, and if you like it kind of converts like your charismatic energy to into like fighting and stuff like that. And you're a bit more like protected if you just got like one weapon and stuff like that. That's what I'm picturing in my mind right now. I'm honestly pretty jazzed it actually worked. That's what I'm getting there. So good for that kind of stuff.
Oh,
Does that help?
It does, but that doesn't seem like it'd suit me at all. Damn, I was sort of hoping it would. But that's okay. Well, actually, I feel like this would maybe appeal to either yourself or Ross, I'd imagine. Wouldn't it?
Yeah. I guess so. Well, yeah, I mean, I don't know. It would be useful, I guess. But maybe, Neumann, maybe you should go see if Ross would like him.
Yeah, absolutely.
I mean,
absolutely.
I'll take him if she doesn't, but it might be best to go say hi to her. And
I
I'll
was
just
actually
chill
planning
here.
to anyways, but now this would make it less weird.
Yeah, there you go. There's it in. I'm very good at that. Some would say I'm like, well, not really. Well, I don't know. Your pals. Yeah. Enjoy. Yeah. I'll chill here. You go see if she wants the braces and see about the other stuff.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
You're
I'll
good
go.
at chilling. You're good at cheering people up.
Yeah, absolutely. I try my best. But as good as I am at cheering people up, I do know that you probably need your rest.
I need some rest. So yeah.
I'm pretty good at knowing sort of why things happened or why things are happening. I have no idea with you.
Brady looks very worried for a moment.
I really hope it comes around soon. But I know probably right now you need your rest. So you do you. And if you need me for anything, you can just contact me in my own little brain noggin thing. I don't know how you do it, but yeah, I'm pretty sure you can do that anytime you want. So.
Yeah, I can in a way. So yeah, sure, I'll do that. But it'll be fine.
Alright.
I'll just chill. That's fine.
Okay. And he's going to back out of the room and close the door. The door will immediately open again, and his arm will come in and grab the pastry beside the door. He grabs it and then closes the door again. Is Hafren at outside the door?
Here's what's happened. So I just rolled a cheeky stealth check for Hafren between you opening and closing the door to sneak into the room and jump up onto the windowsill and just curl up there to sleep. That was an 18.
All right. Well, he's not really looking, but I guess my passive is 20, so I guess I would have seen him.
Yeah. And Bertie would notice as well. On the button.
Oh yeah, so I've got that.
Yeah. Because you've got
Cool.
a
Yeah,
passive of 18 as well.
Neumann sort of says to himself, I don't necessarily think that's a bad thing. Have fun, little fella. And then he closes the door.
Cool.
Hafren just curls up on the windowsill.
Yeah, briefly, everybody like, hey, shoo, get out of here. I need some time. Oh, he's already settled himself down. All right, fine. And he'll like sit with like his back against the bed and like just chill, do other stuff. Yeah.
Even though Neumann has been to Ross's room before, this big that has forgotten the way again, and so he will be attempting every single door again until he eventually gets to Ross's room. But I'm happy for that to happen a little bit later if someone else wants to do something.
Yeah. So, Caius and Anya, you two were going into town.
Yes.
Yep.
Now,
So there are a couple of locations that Caius wanted to go to try and recruit some hands. I'm not sure what one would be the closest. So the first one would be the Mercenary Guild, where he's gone for work a few times, and the second one is the Military Academy in Durham.
The military academy is probably the closer of the two, simply because of like the proximity and prestige of the different wards. Whereas the Adventurers Guild is not too much further away, but still a little bit away.
Okay, cool. I guess we will. I'll head over to the stables, and I'll put Fredwood in, and I'll grab just a couple of other horses that we've got.
Sorry for grabbing Fredwood without asking, by the way. I knew he would be fast because I've seen you in action. And also, one of the stable hands grabbed him for me. But I won't tell you which one in case he gets in trouble, because it was my fault, not his.
No, that was perfect. Fredwood and I we've seen a lot of combat in our day, so he's the best war horse that I've had. So he definitely helps.
He got me there very fast, which was needed. So
that's what we trained him for. Anyway, if you'd like a horse, you can borrow this one. I'm going to be taking this one over here, and I mount up to just a random horse, and I put Fredwood in to the stables.
Anya sort of looks around at the horses, and she goes up to one of them, and she holds out her hand for it to sniff. I'm gonna roll an animal handling. Mainly because I feel like I haven't done one of those in a very long time, and I want the horse to like me.
Valid.
It's a nat 20. That's a waste of a nat 20.
This is your horse now.
So you take to this horse very well, and it takes to you.
Nice.
Oh, wow, you seem to have formed quite a relationship with Buttercup.
Oh, is that their name?
Yes,
Hello,
well, this one's
Buttercup.
Buttercup. Well, I mean, that's what we all call her.
Well, yes. Well, I shall call you that too, Buttercup, if that is fine with you.
And
Sorry.
I'm
Forcing Darby to make horse noises is very delightful.
and I mount up on the biggest horse that's there. This giant black thing with like a grey mane. And as I
Is
mount
it a Clydesdale?
up, sure.
Big horses.
I pat outside and I say, "Yes, this one's Whitey."
Anya nods, and she's like, right. Who names most of these horses, Caius? Is it you?
I definitely have quite a say in some of the other ones. Yes.
Wonderful.
My
And
sisters
that's-
like to name some of them. Like some of my sisters' horses are over there. Like there's Grace's over there, which is like a smaller one. And I was like, yes, that one responds to death. But there's a few other names that she calls it. But a lot of them are in different languages, so I don't really understand them. But no, these ones are mine. So Buttercup and Whitey, and there's Chestnut over there, and yes.
Caius, if you ever need to tell anyone about
anything that's happening with your family, if you ever feel unsafe, you can tell us, right?
Oh, of course. Yes, no, if I ever felt unsafe with my family, I would definitely tell you.
Okay. Well, keep that in mind. Where are we off to?
Oh, well, we're just going to head over to the, over the hill to the military academy, just to pop in and see my old commander and see if, he can lend us a few men to sort of man the gardens, I guess. But, yes, and then I think on our way back we might hit the, mercenary guilds and see if I can recruit a few old adventuring pals that I've been with.
Wonderful. Lead the way.
All right, and we set off.
All right. So yeah, you make your way to the military academy, and
We're
Yeah.
making our way downtown, walking fast,
um,
faces past. And
We're
we're military
academy
bound.
I need you.
and so you go to find your old commander. Did you have a name you were looking for?
Yeah, I've got here Commander Wareheart.
Yes. Okay. So roll me. We'll call it a persuasion check to ask around.
Oh dear.
Oh,
Ooh,
no.
I'm good at that for some reason.
Because it's charisma based.
That's right. Caius is a charisma boy. That's a 21.
Okay, yeah. You managed to find the right people to get Warehard to come out. Ah, Caius, my boy.
Hello. It's been a while. How are you?
Oh, perfectly fine. Nothing to complain about. What? Oh. So, what brings you to the academy this day?
Well, I actually have a request for you, if you wouldn't mind. I'd love to. Well, I mean, whilst I was in Durham, I did want to come down and sort of inspect the grounds and see how everything's going and sort of reminisce on old times. But unfortunately, some more pressing matters have come up. I was wondering if perchance I could borrow a few of the men for the night, just to sort of guard a property. We would, of course, be substantially repaying them for their time, and yourself as well.
Well, as it happens, we are supposed to be running drills tonight, so that actually works out quite well.
Oh, wonderful.
We will send out some of the students who would have been performing simple lookout drills, give them a bit of practical hands-on experience.
Perfect.
If I may, how young? Oh, by the way,
Yes,
my name is Anya. I'm a friend of Caius's.
Warehard.
I'm sorry?
My name is Warehard.
Oh, okay, yes. Okay, sorry. How young are these militants in training? Sorry, I am of the adventuring type and I am from Navora, so I am not sure of the words.
There is a range of ages, but generally between 17 and 30.
She turns to Caius and she's like,
given the events of earlier, can I make a humble request that we do not have anyone under the age of 20? I don't want to cut a life short too quickly.
Well, they're just going to be running drills. I can't see what's the issue with that. It's going to be perfectly safe. I mean, I ran drills before, under the commander, actually, and, we only got a few bruises and broken bones every now and then.
Caius, are they not acting as extra protection?
Well, yes, but we're going to be getting more people as well, so...
These men knew what they were signing up for. And what is the worst that could happen in a city such as this?
Exactly.
You, sorry, what race is Warehouse?
He is an elven gentleman of probably around 600. So getting up there.
Yeah, she kind of, she turns to Warehouse and she's like, I think, time is a funny little passage for beings like you and I, where it stretches on, and any moment be less of a daunting thing. Humans do not have as much time as us. I would personally feel more comfortable if the babes, the youngins were not with us, given the nature of some of the people that may be that could potentially attack the Sylvius household while we are staying there.
Well, unfortunately, we do not have the training resources to split our troops thin in such a fashion.
She sighs a little bit and she's like,
I suppose it can't be helped, but it's I am not comfortable with this. Let it be known that if something happens, I did warn you. And I hope it will not, and it most likely will be fine.
We're hardly sending in new recruits, if that eases your mind at all.
If, as well, I might offer something, and again, I do apologize for the interruptions here, Commander, but I was trained in this facility, and I was by no means the best fighter that came out of this academy in my year. So these men and women that train here are they're professional, and they know what they're doing. They know what they signed up for. I was sent off to deal with the civil disagreement in another town over. When was I? I was about 16, 17 or so. And that turned bloody, and I got out all right, and so did most of the men. So we're very hardened. We know what we're doing.
I see. Caius, if you trust that they will be able to hold their own, then I trust you.
I trust the men and women of the Durham Military Academy with my life, as I have in the past.
Our soldiers are trained in the use of battle magic, and are thus some of the hardest to hit in all of Fierlor's armies.
Okay.
So, if that helps to put your mind at ease. But, beyond that, I do not know what else I can say.
No, this is fine.
Caius, unfortunately, never truly excelled in those classes. In fact, he probably should have. I will be frank, my boy. If it weren't for your position, you probably would have been flunked out somewhat earlier. But you were a promising combat student.
Well, you taught me well in that regard.
Of course.
I think that having seen Caius in action, he is beyond your expectations. Well beyond your expectations.
I will say I do have high expectations of one such as Caius. It's just that, unfortunately, we have requirements for our standing military.
Of course. You are the military, after all.
Well, this has been fun. Lovely to catch up with you again. Did you want me to arrange payment now or after?
We will send a discussion through the post.
Wonderful. Well, I thank you very much for your time, and whenever it suits to have those men around, just for the night, if possible.
Of course.
Well, love what you've done with the place. I guess we will be leaving.
Yes, we had the tower replaced that you blew
I
up.
noticed that. Yes.
Yes.
Yes. No. It looks bigger than when the incident happened.
Yes. We put in extra reinforcements.
Perfect.
Just
Best.
so as to avoid further incidents being such a devastating hit.
Well, it wasn't very structurally sound, so really I think we did it a favor.
Yes.
Anyway, I think we'll be going. Thank you. Say hi to the men for me.
Of course.
And I will... Bye.
It's
And we
been
go.
so nice to meet you.
It's been a pleasure.
So nice. Anya gets on her horse.
All right.
After we're out of hearing distance, she turns to Caius and she's like, I don't like him.
Oh, no one does. He's a very hard taskmaster, but once you see him in action, he is the best military trainer and has one of the best minds in all of Durham that I've seen.
Bertie, to quote someone who I saw in a
Bias.
in a play.
I know, they're pretty interchangeable.
Those who cannot do, teach, and those who cannot teach the military arts. So I would have more confidence in yourself and your skills in battle, and less in a man who is willing to put 17-year-olds on the line to protect his pride and his financial resources when dealing with the Sylvius family.
Right.
Eddie, have advantage for that.
Excellent. Thank you. Yay, I got inspiration for being stupid.
For a
And
school
quoting
rock
Jack
reference.
Black.
Anyway.
Yeah, I guess we head over to the Mercenary Guild. But on my way, I am just going to point out various small scars on my body that I got from the military academy. And we're like, oh yes, well this one up here, and I just sort of part my hair, and I've got a little scar down the middle, and I was like, yes, no, that's where we were doing mock combat, and I was taking on a lot of people, and we all sort of, yes, I didn't win that one, but yes, oh, and this
how
one,
old
and
were
I'd
you when this happened? And she's quite, just keeping a mental ledger of yes, when Caius was quite young.
yeah, and then I'm lifting up my armor, and in between, in my hip area, there's bruising which has faded, but looks like it's just stayed there for a really long time. I was like, yes, no, I got this 4 years ago. This was my parting gift. I I accidentally, I did it on purpose, but I challenged the commander to a fight before we left, and it didn't go well. But, I had fun with it, so that was, yes.
Anya, she doesn't say anything. Her mouth is like a gape, and then she kind of turns and she pats Buttercup and she's like, just keep me on the straight path. Do not turn back. We have to continue. It would not do well. It's fine.
Yeah, and we just keep going. I'm like, oh, and this one, and yeah.
All right. So back at the estate, I believe Neumann was going to speak to Ross.
Yes. How long does it take him to find the
Yeah, because that's going to dictate what Ross is in the middle of doing.
Roll
when
me an
this
investigation check.
Oh, my favorite type. Not this high. We've got a 23 this time.
Oh,
Damn
nuts!
rogues. Yeah. You're opening a lot of doors in the like, as you said, but like, yeah, it probably only takes you about 5-10 minutes to find the right room.
That's twice as fast as last time. Yes. Okay, yeah. He, I guess he knocks at every door, and then if there's no answer, he'll like poke his head in. So yeah, he knocks at Ross's door. It looks familiar, so he's very confident that this is the door.
Okay. She's going to call out, "Come in."
Oh, Neumann does just
Yeah.
that, and he comes in.
So it's only been like 5 or 10 minutes. So she's sitting like in the middle of the floor, and she's got all her all the items she needs to reattune to in front of her, and she's only wearing
So,
like she's.
The point of order, it's been about 20 minutes because the ritual for identify
Yeah, so
took
it's
about 10 minutes, 10-11 minutes.
okay, cool. So she's just in like she's taken off her shoes and she's taken off her jacket and she's just like chilling in the middle of the floor. And I assume it wouldn't take her that long to like do the Ring of the Song Weaver or the bracers, the illusionist's
No.
bracers.
No.
Okay, so she probably went through those really quick. You probably walked in on her like mid reattuning to her tambourine, which for the flavor, for the spice, the way she's reattuning is she's got it like sitting in her lap, and it's got these like, you know how it's got the geometric gold patterns all over it that kind of glow when she casts spells. She's just running her fingers like over the lines of the patterns, and they kind of spark a bit as she goes through it, but she's just kind of passing her hands over it like again and again and again, reattuning to it. And she's like, "Hello."
Hey. Damn, that's actually a really cool way to do it. I usually just look at my items intently.
This I haven't reattuned to this in a while, so this is just how I remember doing it last time.
Well, this is actually, I think this might even be the perfect timing, actually. Quick question for you, though.
Yeah.
Would you say you have a lot of panache?
I think I make it my job to have a lot of panache.
Yeah, I thought that would be the answer. You do have quite a bit of panache. Would you like some more panache?
How?
All right. So Neumann takes like a step back in sort of like this, I guess, like a superhero ready to like jump up into the air or something position, and he launches himself out of his armor, whilst also grabbing the braces, and he's going to attempt, in a very acrobatic way, to do sort of like a spin mid-air and sort of land with his hands out with the braces in the hands, and his cape is going to like trail behind him as well, his cloak. So it'll look quite fancy if you can pull it off.
Okay, roll me an acrobatics check.
Yay, 23.
23. Yeah,
Easy,
that's pretty
easy,
damn impressive.
easy. Ah, he loves being dramatic. So yeah, he lands perfectly with these braces outstretched.
Ross takes one hand off the tambourine and gives him snaps.
Oh, he's never had this happen before. Usually just people faint in his presence, but he's not. Well, these ones here. Oh, and thank you, by the way. These here are called the braces of Panache. Earlier, Birdie was helping me, and we identified these, and we decided that this would probably be best for you. They're basically really suited to people who use a single sword to fight with. Gives them a little bit more protection, apparently. And I think Birdie also said something about people who are really good with talking find these to be, I don't know, sort of like a channeling method for using weapons if they're really good at talking. I didn't quite understand it, but like I can definitely see that there's something there for channeling. But you know, Birdie's the expert. He did most of the work. But yeah, we just thought these would be good for you.
I mean, thank you. I mean, I don't use a sword, but
Do you have one? Because maybe this would open up the option.
I mean, she's going to.
You have like a basic rapier and
I have a
dagger.
basic. She's going to like. Oh, okay. Hold on, Dubby. You're gonna hate this. She's gonna dig through her backpack, and she's gonna one-handed while still attuning, and she's going to pull out what looks like just the handle of a rapier, and then she's gonna flick it, and it's gonna swing out as if it's like a stage one, and she's gonna be like, "Well, I have this one," and she's gonna do a fancy little hand trick with it. I don't use it for much. Didn't Bertie just get a new sword?
I believe so, yeah. But Bertie didn't particularly seem too interested in this. He said, "We'll try with you first, see if you can get any use out of it. But then if not, then Bertie will take it." But
I mean, if I can get it, is the channeling mechanism? This is both a question for Neumann and a question for Darby. Yeah. Is the channeling mechanism just for physical attacks, or is it for spells?
So
okay.
So for you, basically, it would just be a because of the difference, because you've already got a high dexterity. It would only be a difference of +1 to your actual weapon attacks. Okay. But you would get, if you were wielding one weapon, if you were wielding a weapon in one hand and you weren't, and you are holding no other weapons, you get a +2 bonus to your AC.
See, the problem is also she's mid-attuning to all the items she's allowed to attune to.
I mean, technically, this would be the time to swap out, but also the thing is they're braces too, so you couldn't realistically be wearing.
I could wear one of each.
But yeah, you don't particularly have to.
I mean, it's a very nice offer. No, thank you, but I'm not sure it's actually best for me. Didn't Caius just get a book on using his words better?
Yeah, I guess he did actually. We didn't actually think of that earlier. But yeah, I guess I'm just gonna try everyone because I'm absolutely not gonna get any use out of this. But also, by the looks of it, you don't actually have a good sword, do you?
I haven't had much use for one until today. So.
Well, are you very good with that stage rapier? The one that you just scared the crap out of me with?
I mean, I've done stage fight training. I can handle this just fine. She does another little weird flourish. It's that very kind of showman fencing style where it's very like lots of panache. If she was standing, she'd do some twirls.
All right, so Neumann is going to go into his bag of holding, and he's going to bring out the hilt of a rapier. He's going to hold it there for a bit, and then he's going to flick it out, except it's an actual rapier this time, not a fancy like stage one. But it has got like a little like protection thing on the very tip of it. He's very careful with his bag folding.
Yeah.
And he brings out the little tip, and he goes, "Well, you give this one a shot. This one here is a rapier +1. It's been enhanced by Neumann magically with his infusions. It's the first weapon he had other than his cursed sword. So I don't know, maybe if you ever needed to use a weapon, this will probably be good for you. And I find this one, it's not strength based. Like you don't need to be strong to use this one. It's more of like you need precision with this sort of weapon, which I feel like would be suited for you as much as it is for me. I just have far better ones at the moment.
She looks incredibly touched. She does another little like twirl over her hand with this one. Is she any good with it, Darby? Is this like
This is a weapon that you are proficient in.
And it is non-attunable, so you don't have to attune it.
So this is the standard rapier +1.
Rapier +1, yeah.
Okay, hold on. Ooh. Thank you.
It's all good. It's literally been there for a long time. I almost forgot about it, to be honest. But yeah, so like I can actually make heaps of these. Just I can only have so many active at a time. So yeah, I'd prefer someone got use out of it if I'm actively putting my magic into this. So yeah, just in case you ever get into a situation where you might need to use it. He goes cough cough. When things are like right up in your face. So just give them the old stabby stab and you should be good.
Thank you. She kind of looks at it. She looks at Neumann. And she immediately bursts into tears. She just starts crying.
Oh, if you don't, I can take it back.
No, it's been a very long day.
It's like if it's what I wrote on the sword, it's one of my old signatures. It's very messy. I know. It's I wasn't good with the engraving at the time.
It's very complicated.
Is this what happens when you eat too many pastries? Or
no,
like...
it's Neumann. I'm sorry about what happened today.
Oh no, it's good. It's been a full-on day. Like I said earlier, we thought you all. I'm pretty good at the moment. I have all of you to sort of support me and to talk with, so it doesn't really affect me as much. It doesn't really scar me as much, I guess. But I know you, of all people, probably had one of the worst days today. Yeah, not a good day. Don't particularly want to go through the details. But yeah, hopefully this will stop those sort of situations from happening again.
Thank you.
It's all good. He outstretches his arms, gesturing for a hug. But then he also puts one hand up like this. And he goes, huh? And he points towards his armor, which also has its arms outstretched. And he goes, group hug?
Yeah, and she like puts the sword down and she like picks up her tim. Like she just holds her hand still, and that kind of pauses the attunement so she can do a big group hug.
And on that note, that's where we're going to leave it for this week. On a nice, sweet moment rather than abject terror.
Yeah, we need more of those.
Yeah. After critiquing the military-industrial complex, our old friends.
Oh my gosh, incredible.
Anyway.
Thanks for listening, everyone. See
Thank
you
you,
next week.
everyone.
Thank you.
Thanks for listening.
Sorry for listening.
Bye.
Goodbye.
Yeah, Anya just being like,
I hate him.
Yeah.
I hate this guy now.
Jesus Christ, that's the dude that literally taught Caius everything that he knows. And
Yeah.
you guys are like, you know what?
Everything.
I don't really care for him that much.
I really wanted to.
you know
like,
what? Fuck that guy.
I really want to know like what happened. If he was so bad at training here, what happened in between then and now that he's just this sort of like overpowering force of destruction and
No,
innocence.
that's the thing. Like,
You know,
Caius,
you know,
Caius would have excelled in the combat side of things. It's just that, like,
Magic.
The
their-
magic.
the
Control
battle
and
magic,
exploding
would've
magic
been-
everywhere.
yeah.
Yeah.
you know how I know this guy was a bad military trainer? Because instead of blaming his own teaching methods and trying to find a new way to teach his student, he was like, "Oh yeah, you sucked. Hey, hey, ex-student of mine, you sucked so bad."
So,
I
as
did
Caius,
destroy part of the teaching building, though.
Yeah, but
So
like
what?
as Caius is
As-
like,
Not
can I just
intentionally.
say, as someone who grew up in a military city, with many military friends, that whole thing activated my fight or flight. I was like, oh god, this
But-
feels like being at my friend Danielle's house when her dad's on a rant.
Yeah, he
Oh
is-
god.
he is like Werhard is certainly one of those people who is in his position purely because like he was an accomplished military commander who
he's
is
good at
now
what he does.
retired.
But yeah.
He has no idea how to actually teach. He knows how to
Yeah.
lead. He doesn't know how to teach.